Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello guys, and welcome back to this week's car news. So, this week we have we have an awful lot of news. So, starting off with the non-car related stuff. It's my birthday in exactly a week, so yay! I'll be 18. I'll be a fully fledged adult. Obviously not mentally, just physically. So that'll be exciting. I'll probably upload something for that. As well, I am in the process of recording something including American Truck Simulator. So, on to our first piece of news. As you can see, we have lots of news articles. So, 24S now has, or well, I don't know now, but it's been up for a while. But 24S has a pawn shop. No, you can't buy porn. P-A-W-N. No, not the other one. So let's run through some of the stuff they have. They have mugs, jumpers, cups. Very nice. That's a little bit. I mean, that's a little bit hard to see. That's an interesting color combination. How do I go back? There you go. So they have mugs. They have jumpers. Oh, that's a full colour and that's just white. So jumpers, they have t-shirts, more jumpers. I don't know what the difference is with them two. Oh, okay, so that one has, okay, so that one has the strings the same colour, and that one has white strings. So I might get that one. I might buy that one when I finally have 30 quid. So as I said, they have mugs, hoodies, t-shirts, women's t-shirts, jumpers. Hats, vests, very nice. They have hoodies, just this time. Oh, okay, so the logo's on the back, so that's the hood. So maybe in white would be clearer. Yeah, so that's the back of the hood. So they have the logo on the back and logo on the front. I prefer it on the front because you can actually see it. And then this this interesting one. I'm not gay, but 20 quid is 20. How interesting. Very, very interesting. So, for those who don't really know what this means, if you pay him 20 quid, 20 quid is 20 quid, he'll be gay for 20 quid. Or it might be a little linked to prostitution, but no one had to hear that at all. Next up, Force India has given us some sneaky hints. So they've pretty much revealed their whole car in this screenshot. So yeah. So as you can see, they have the classic. Classic? No, it's a brand new front wing with the less wing veins and stuff. So very, very clean front wing. They've gone for the nostrils, if you will. So one nostril here and one nostril over there. And is Force India going to be white? Is it going to get rid of its pink paint? Or is that just saying? Is that just removing all the sponsors? So the very wide front tires. The halo is in fact there. Okay, so that was just a red herring on the other one. And then wing mirrors there. Oh, very nice. So thank you, Force India, for totally just revealing your car to us. Verstappen is being made to attend a Formula E race as part of his public. I don't see what's wrong with that. I mean, public service is meant to be a punishment. It's meant to be like public service or community service or whatever for young people. It's just like, I don't know, removing graffiti or helping the government or the public in some way of old people. His first his first punishment was to attend a kart track and talk to young kids, young karters, about what he did and la-di-da-di-da. But this one, he's being made to attend a Formula E race. I'm sorry, that's not much of a punishment. I'm going to get into Formula 1, smash someone off the road in the last race, and then... That's amazing. I mean... Yeah. That's very, very odd. I would do anything to... I'd do anything to attend a Formula E race. So he'll, as an observer to the stewards, closely following their work at top-level international motorsport event as part of educational. So he's just I'd laugh so hard if someone crashed into another guy and like, okay, that's what you did, Max, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. In fact, it's given how good the last Formula E race was, it seems like a reward. Well, does this mean that F1 2019 is going to be a lot more messy and crashy because everyone wants to go see the Formula E? Oh my god, nobody makes it through turn 1. No one makes it through turn 1 because they've all crashed into it at one another trying to get a free ticket to Formula E. That'll teach him, just to make him attend the Taylor Swift concerts. That should do it. Second day, 6 hours of Sebring with Jimmy Board. Brilliant. Amazing. I wish we had this homemade Ferrari F1 car we had when we were kids. Let's have a look at it, shall we? I don't want to get copyrighted. So, I've skipped forward because it was just all talking and stuff. Let's be a young boy. Is that the... Oh, right, okay, so... Whoops, go away. That's where all the parts go on. So that's the base, that's the bottom of the car. And then that's where all the pieces go. That's very nice. And then they just add it like that. Very nice. Ooh, that's taking shape, actually. Ooh, that's not half bad. Oh, that's really not half bad. Oh, that's really good, actually. Does it drive? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty sick. Wear a helmet, please, because that is awesome. I'd do anything for, like, something like that. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's all a bit... It's handmade, if you know what I mean. But no, that is really cool. Imagine you being that kid and seeing, like, yeah, F1 car. That is really kind of cool. Wear a helmet. That would be cool. They should have a cardboard F1 racing series. Through the puddle, bzz, and everything stops working. Yeah, they should have a cardboard F1 series. That's really cool. I like that. Next news. Chaos as F1 game YouTubers see their videos hit by copyright claims from FM. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That isn't ideal. So I don't know if it's for music, content, or I don't know what, but FM, the Formula 1 management, obviously doesn't like that. So, yeah, Jimmy Broadbent, Arava, Benjamin, that's X-Magic, no, that's Tina Mamaduk, X-Matty G, who does WTF1, who this website is run by, and what's his picture? I don't know what's happened. Alex Afro, and that's a lot of emails from YouTube saying copyright claims, and that's, yeah, Alex Afro, who's also a very famous F1 YouTuber, and I haven't even started F1 2018. I mean, I've got a wheel, a force feedback wheel here, but I haven't got it to work yet. We'll come back to the unusual history because yeah, we'll come back to the unusual history because that's a 5-minute video I'm really interested in. and I've already uploaded a video from Snowball Media. Yeah, I've already uploaded a video from Snowball Media without any voiceover, so I might kind of you know, pause and like review that one just so that they don't copyright me or whatever. I mean, Will is a good friend of mine, so I can steal his content. Anyway, it's not exactly Crash of the Week, but it's racing fail of the week. So this touring car pileup is every first corner in a public lobby ever. So let's have a look, shall we? So off we go. Very nice, normal. But kind of fake. Oh, movement. Oh, no. Oh, dear. That's a lot of damage. Oh, dear. Do we get a replay of that? Can you just go away? I don't like these big adverts. We get an onboard, which is not ideal. Red flag, obviously. Right. We finally get a replay. Here we go. This is the start. On board with this car. Down into turn 1. Everyone on the brakes. All these fake cars. And all pretty normal. La-di-da-di-da. Through turn. Oh my goodness! Pardon me. That was quite something. That was just out of nowhere. And then he just pulls up. Crunch. It's a back view. I might slow it down a bit. Even more. Because I need that view time. This is, I don't know who this is uploaded by, but this is an WTF one. But you can see, there's a little bit of a touch up there. He gets shunted over there. Spins that guy around. He's now ice skating on wet grass, which is fun. And then this guy tries to avoid the spinning guy. And then here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kablam! That's a good 30, 40 miles per hour impact. That is painful, and he's just gone absolutely flying through everyone. And then we get hit ourselves by the number 30, who was also flying across. So, I mean, you know, if we go backwards a bit, you can see that. Oh, sorry, that skipped a bit. You can see that the driver's a little bit shaken. So he's been told, he's been told to sit down because that impact in the side, that was a good whack and a half. Let's watch the start from the other angle in slow motion, just because. Don't do that. Alright, bit forward a bit. Forward a bit. Okay, so everyone on the brakes, there's a little bit of movement here. And then he's. Okay, I might actually go back a bit. Okay, so watch kind of back here. So back left. Yeah, there's movement there. He's come out. And then he's hit into this car. Boop. And then he's gone flying over there. He hits into two cars. He hits into this car here, the black one, and the red one. And then that sounds really weird in slow motion. And then he spins around, and then these two just absolutely kablamo. Kablamo. Nope, don't do that. Kablamo. And then that's a good 5-10 cars there. And then very, very messy. And somehow no one goes into gravel. Everyone avoids the gravel. Back view, just one more time. Everyone goes in nice and tight, and then we get hit. Everyone gets hit. Wow, that was quite something. Right, the Lexus, the Lexus LC convertible is here to fill your ears with naturally aspirated V8 noises. That's what NA stands for. Holy mother of angels, that's sexy. Ooh, I love the rear lights. It's a really nice shape, really smooth. The front looks aggressive. Yeah, it's very nice. And it's a V8. Very, very nice. I like that. Just thinking, my mum has a Lexus LC convertible and my dad has a Fiat 124 Spider. Brilliant. Right. Toyota's debut time revealed in the last teaser. So they're saying like, this is the last teaser we're ever going to give before we reveal it on the 14th of January. And it says, have a super new year. Haha, you're very funny. And as I've seen in the previous episode, it's got these lights and then this kind of ducktail. So yeah, all very standard. The final come. However, the last teaser, it wasn't the last teaser, and it's not the 14th of January either. Toyota Mexico accidentally tweets Supra video ahead of schedule. That looks, yeah, and as we saw, that's exactly what it looked like in the other one. So it's got very nice rear lights, nice LED fronts. Very nice. There's a lot of kind of GTR vibes. Yeah, Nissan GTR vibes. This kind of back and then this kind of, I don't know, windscreen. And then to see it officially, they'll be happening on the 14th of January, which is, I don't know what date, but some date. That'll be on Tuesday, no, Monday or something, I don't know. Right. Protesters have disabled 60% of France's speed camera network. That's, yeah, so that they've just covered that up in tape. Yellow vest, Proton. Yeah, so I think there yeah, I don't think, I know that there were protests in Paris and France and stuff, because of, I think, pay or something, but people are not very happy about something. I'm not exactly sure what, but there's been a lot of protests, and yeah, as you can see, they've covered up the cameras destroyed, covering up with bags and paint and high-vis spray cans, and then it says 60. Fire damage there, taped up. I mean, I don't know, is it good or is it bad? I mean, speed cameras are, like, when people see speed cameras, they automatically slow down, because they're on speeding fine, and there's actually evidence that the French police are monitoring people's speeds. However, people might get paranoid, and be like, I'm going 64 in a 60 zone. I mean, yes, it's faster than the speed limit, and I'm going to get a ticket, but it's not massively over. But it's an interesting way of protesting, though, because, like, there's 60% of them, and then each one has been damaged differently, and I'm gonna get a lot of fire for saying this, but you kind of, when driving through France, you can say, oh, that's been vandalized differently. Oh, they all looked unique and stuff. Like, if we just remove all the damage and vandalism, they all just look like normal speed cameras, all the same and all a bit grey and dull and stuff. But this kind of, each one looks different, and it says, oh, I saw that one on Twitter or something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But yeah, 23 people like that. I don't know what exactly the protests in France are all about, but yeah, tax rises. So the speed cameras, probably being run by taxpayers' money. So here's a little video.
Salut Rémi. Alors c'est tout simple, je me mets devant un radar avec mon panneau, je lui bloque l'objectif.
And someone's vandalized a speed camera. Someone's vandalized a speed camera. And there's the motorway. Okay, very interesting. So yeah, it's all about tax rises and tax and people's jobs and just finance and stuff. So it says down here, spray paint, tyres, plastic wrap, and even fire have been all used today, disabled around 1,920 of the 32,000. So yeah, it's good and bad. You see different ones; they all look different. You can there's there's less speed cameras actually operating and monitoring people's speed, so that might cause a little bit of people to be a little bit cheeky with speed, go a little bit faster, a little bit more dangerous. Because when you see a speed camera, you slam on your brake, not slam, but you slow down so that you don't get a ticket, because they're actually evidence that people are actually watching you and watching your speed. But I know the situation in France is a little bit interesting. Right, driver escapes with minor injuries after huge sign drops from a car. This isn't the crash of the week, but holy shit, was it the close call of the week. My goodness me. Alright, let's watch this, and I might do a slow motion afterwards.
These incredible pictures from dashcam footage obtained just minutes ago show exactly that. You can see the moment this massive 4x5 metre metal sign swings from the gantry and plummets straight onto the road below, crushing a four-wheel drive. It smashes into the bonnet first before coming to a flat lay.
That was honestly one of the most terrifying things I've seen. If we just rewind it a little bit,
woman is lucky to be alive, and these incredible pictures from dashcam footage obtained.
So let's watch it in slow motion, because that is truly. This is on the motorway in Australia. I'm guessing they're going 60, 70 miles per hour. But if you watch it in slow motion, let's mute that. You can see this starting to fall, and she is so lucky. Had she been a couple of meters in front, centimeters forward, and if she was following that white car in front of her even closer, she would have been absolutely crushed. I mean, you know, that is like proper metal. Like, think about a knife. A knife is metal, very solid metal, and then a knife can like literally cut through meat. I mean, have you seen when your parents are cooking, like how easily that goes through a piece of meat, and this is a good several hundred kilograms of metal, and this is, you know, a thin strip of metal, and it's just scary. I mean, that could have been slit straight through the car, and then the fact that lands directly in the car, holy mother of angels. I think she's a Christian because the Lord God saved her there. And then just watch what the back bit of the metal does. Bang! So imagine a rear passenger sitting down there, they'd be absolutely dead. And imagine that sort of damage, but the whole sign, the whole weight of the sign on that car. I mean, I can't compare it. but that is a bloody heavy metal sign, metal gantry, and that slicing down on the car would just, that'll be a fatality 100%. She is so lucky. That is absolutely shocking. And then, gosh. Alright, let's unmute it. Has she got to say anything else for herself?
By 5 metre metal sign swings from the gantry and plummets straight onto the road below, crushing a 4-wheel drive. It smashes into the bonnet first before coming to a flat lay across the car.
I'm so sad that news doesn't have access to slow motion.
Exactly where that driver was sitting. Now, incredibly, she has managed to escape serious injury. Police on the scene say that she was complaining of neck pain, and she was
neck pain. I'm surprised.
Conveyed to
like, just, I got a little bit of neck pain. I mean, a massive sign from the gantry hit me. I mean, it was, you know, it could have killed me, but I've got a little bit of neck pain. That is bloody incredible.
Melbourne Hospital with arm injuries.
And arm injuries.
She's currently there in a stable condition, but is expected
Do you want to show any more replays of that sign?
to be discharged sometime early today. Now, exactly how this happened.
And then there's the car, and that's a higher quality image. So I'm trying to think what side the steering wheel would be on. There's the central. There's a central. What you call it? Yeah. Okay. So essentially, the bit where the car is crushed, that is where she was sitting. I mean, she would have had neck pain just from that. Holy shit. I don't know how she would have survived. I mean, we're going to go back one more time. She would have been on the right-hand side. The steering wheel would have been on the right-hand side because the Australians drive on the left, like UK. And she just had a few neck pains. I do not know how she survived that. I mean, you know, that in itself is phenomenal.
5:30 in the afternoon.
And then they've just probably put all the cars on the other side of the road because, you know, the whole road is blocked.
Yesterday is yet to be determined. It was on the Buller Road exit ramp of the Tullamarine Freeway.
Don't go there. Loose signs.
Leading.
Well, that's an interesting... I'm going to make a joke here, sorry. Well, that's an interesting souvenir from Australia. You're just driving, right, I'll just take this home.
Straight to one of Melbourne's busiest DFO, just over.
I mean, that's probably one of the busiest.
A year ago.
One of the busiest places. So that was incredible that no one was killed or like seriously hurt. I mean, just having severe neck injuries is incredible, and that is just a scene of horror. I mean, can you imagine just driving past that and seeing the sign on the car? And then we got one more replay of that. And then please subscribe to us. Wow. Holy shills. That is... Goodness me. I could not imagine how much that was bad. How bad that was. Like, can you imagine you're just driving along and then bang! This massive sign falls in front of you. I mean, she didn't see it falling because it kind of fell backwards. So it came forwards and then flipped backwards because of the airflow or something. But she didn't see it falling. And then bang, it's in front of you. That must have been really... Like, she was 50. She was in her 50s, so that must have really caused a shock. Right, so... Next news, a bit happier. This clever review camera makes your trailer transparent. Let's have a look at it. The video's unavailable, I know. Can we view it on YouTube? No, that's just... Okay. And there it is. That is really, really clever. I like that. I don't know how that works, but... that's very, very clever. I like that. Yeah, that's very nice. And then Gabri says, it reminds me of this. 100%. 100%. Yes. And yeah, that's really clever. I like that. That's cool. That's going to help a lot of trailer drivers. Now, can we see that in? Can we see that coming in fully fledged articulated lorries? We'll see. Right, 4 kids broke into a CarMax lot and caused £800,000 of damage. Oh dear. So they broke into the CarMax showroom and began crashing the expensive cars around the site, causing £8,000 worth of damage. That's oh yeah, 800,000. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they got in and then drove the cars around. Right, let's have a little look at these images. No, it won't let me. Okay. Oh no! Oh goodness me! That's horrible. I mean, imagine you saw that car. I think it's a Dodge of some kind, Hellcat or something. You saw that green, you loved it. You looked around it, you said, "I want that car," but you need to get your wallet from home. So you drive home, and then you're gonna arrive. You're gonna go back tomorrow, and then when you come back tomorrow, you see this. That was absolutely. Oh no. Corvette as well. Oh Jesus. I mean, I know I'm lazy, and I know I sit on the PC from 8 AM in the morning to 3 PM at night, doing absolutely nothing, just wank, just piss poor stuff. But at least I don't go to car dealers and wreck up really nice, really nice supercars, hypercars, and drive them and crash them and stuff, or drugs at all, or alcohol. I mean, I am very neutral. I'm not really bad, but I'm not a pitch perfect student. So you know, please, Mum, please be proud of me. Please be proud of me that I haven't gone wrecked some cars. Anyway, so it says. We've read all that. Yeah. Oh yeah. So stealing the keys to some of the best cars on the forecourt and crashing them into each other. So they had proper head-ons. Underage. Okay, they're underaged. Into more than 20 others. Gosh. Photos from the Monday. So it was dark at the time, and they went home for their night. One of the boys caught a nasty bite. Good. To his head whilst is trying to escape the police dog. So photos from Monday aftermath make a tough viewing. There's a Z06. Ouch. Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Very nice. Well, no, I mean the Scat Pack's very nice. Just gonna quickly Google that. I mean, that is a very sexy car, and someone's just fucked it up. And a Mustang. So here's some of the pictures of the night. So there's a CarMax lot. There's all the police outside. There's a Scat Pack. It just had a beautiful colour, and it was shitted. So there's actually a Mustang back there with some bonnet damage, like serious. And yeah, so someone's also driven into the side of something. There's the there's the Corvette. Someone's driven, T-boned someone. Holy shit, that's wrecked. I know it's serious, but that's kind of a little bit comedy relief, but seriously, that is not funny. It's really serious and really sad. I mean, why would you do this? Like, what would be the initiative? I mean, why? That's my only question. Why would you break into a really nice car showroom, get into some supercars and crash them into things? I don't see what's funny or what's cool or what's so good about it. As came in with some damage. Oh no! Also a Jaguar, so that's not good either. Don't know what's happened to Jaguar, but it's like a bit damaged there. With the Scat Pack, I'm gonna go back a few. Yeah, that is a really nice kind of livery on the back as well, and it's just fucked up. I really don't understand some people. Anyway, onto some happier news, more delightful news. I've scrolled to the bottom so that I don't reveal any spoilers, but now we can. The inevitable 922 Porsche 911 Cabriolet is here, and it's fast. I don't care about the speed as such. I'll never drive it. I'll probably see it drive past me very fast, but it is a beauty. It's a looker. It's very, very... I was thinking, look at that rear. That is good looking. I like that very, very much. And being very fast as well. Yes, I like that a lot. So many convertibles for my dad to choose. Anyway, Byte's enormous in-car screen is confirmed for production. Let me get this right. So you're telling people to not use their phones whilst driving, because it can cause distractions, and you can look at your phone and then crash and stuff, and all this la-di-da-di-da. It is true, I understand it, I have nothing against it. But, firstly, you have the Tesla Model S, I think, all the Tesla models. They have absolutely minimalist interiors, but have a really big screen with all your music and your driving aids, like, I don't know, heating and stuff, like massive screens, and you can get really distracted by that. I mean, humans are attracted to light. I mean, have you ever kind of had your phone by your bedside table and it's on or something, and you just can't sleep because the glare from it is really, really big? That's kind of what it's like, and it's because of human ancestry, and like because it's daylight is when we are awake, and you know, that's why humans are always awake during the day, and you always sleep during the night, because that's what your ancestors did. And yeah, yeah, humans are attracted to light, and that's why you always look at your phone when you're driving. I'm not saying do it, but that's why it happens. But not only the Tesla models, but now we've got Byte's enormous in-car screen. This is essentially... Oh shit, hang on. I'm just looking, and I'm seeing the monitor on the steering wheel, the monitor down by the armrest, the right armrest down here, and then there's, I think that's another monitor in the middle of the car. There's something underneath that, and then then the big monitor itself. So you're saying, oh, please don't use your phones. And then you've got fucking 3 different monitors, like, on your dashboard, and during the night, you're going to be so distracted. That's going to be, like, glaring out to you, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I can't see, or I can't focus. That is going to cause some quite big accidents. Because people are going to be too busy looking at their massive screen. I hope that map and that speedo is all that it is, because anything more... Yeah, so absolutely, definitely 100% not distracting graphics, colors, and moving images. I'm wrong. It wasn't just the map and the speedo. It's graphics, colors, and images right in your face while you're driving, and bearingly bright and unhelpful to you get pursuit from getting to A to B. I mean, you saw in my Road to 24S, I had a wee little map with, you know, it was a couple of centimetres up and it was a couple of centimetres across. Barely 10 or something. No, barely 5. And, yeah, precisely. What? Oh my god. Oh no. What have I done? Well, they're welcoming. Can you just imagine you're on a foggy road at 70 miles per hour? I don't know why you'd be going 70 miles per hour, but whilst it's foggy, but people do. And then it says like welcome, and then you get this welcome screen on your steering wheel, and then you look down. Oh dear, everyone's breaking up. Everyone's breaking up ahead. Oh, hang on, this thing is welcoming me. I need to look at this. Oh, before you know it, you've had an accident and you're upside down, and there's oil and hot electrics and sparks, and you're on fire. And you can have different things. I think, yep, that's touchscreen. That's touchscreen. So you're going to be playing with your fucking wheel, and potentially playing with the big screen. Why? Aren't cars fine enough? I mean, yeah, self-driving's fine, yeah. But aren't cars, you know, techy enough? Okay, so, the M-Byte will start with level 3 on automation, but the company wants level 5. Complete hands-free automation anywhere at all times as soon as possible. Amazon's Alexa will provide voice control for a number of the car's features, as well as its usual internet-based capabilities. Facial recognition is also to be planned, as well as fingerprints. There we go. So, yeah, fingerprints. Yeah, so Alexa and then facial recognition. 34. No, bitch, please. It's not going to be 34. The first one's going to be like 1 million, 10 million. But no, why are you making it so affordable? You're just asking people. Can you imagine, before I go, can you imagine that you have a job as an IT consultant? You wake up, look at your phone, check through your messages, reply to a few, check on the news, other stuff, maybe even your emails. Then you have breakfast with the family, maybe you read the news on your tablet or Kindle or something, and then you get in your car, so you have breakfast, you get dressed and all that, you get in your car, boom, there's another screen, so you look at your steering wheel, and then you look at your dashboard, you get to work, and then you sit down at your office desk, there's another screen, and then you have a lunch break, you're on your phone just checking the news at lunch, back to your screen, it's about 5, because, you know, it's a 9 to 5 job, 5 p.m, you come back home with your screen in the car, it's late, say it's winter, it's really dark at 5 p.m. Yeah, that's the screen blaring out to you, and then you get home, you check the news again, maybe you go on your computer. You're literally a fucking human robot. I'm sorry, but it's a really, really bad idea. More happy news. I'm going sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy. I mean, that other one was meant to be happy, but somebody didn't have enough brain cells. This Lamborghini replica is bizarrely based on a Honda Accord. That looks genuinely weird. Oh, it's the Hurricane. Oh, it's the Hurricane with the bit that we couldn't identify. It's that bit behind the window. That's incredibly useful. That could literally be from a fucking cat. No, I'm joking, it's not, it's inventable. And it's very, very weird. It's all just, everything's wrong. Oh god, oh no. I wouldn't even dare call that a replica, it's just a monstrosity. Oh dear. At least put a Lamborghini. No, that would be not doing it justice. Holy moly, that's not good. Right, next, apocalypse-ready Hyundai Elevate walking car revealed in full. My only question is, why? For the billions and millions, trillions and quadrillions of the years that Earth has been around, we've never had an apocalypse. Except from fucking asteroid coming down and hitting a few dinosaurs, most of them evolving into animals we see today. We've never had a freaking apocalypse. We've lost millions and trillions of years. I mean, yeah, I know there's global warming and politics and this and financial and Venezuela and France and everything's going to shit. But we have never had an apocalypse. So why have they made this video? Why have they made a concept of this car? You're just wasting your resources. Make a supercar or something. So passive suspension, that's just normal. That's just every day. I'm just trying to imagine seeing one of these bad boys driving on the road in the middle of fucking, I don't know, in the middle of Croydon, just driving around, maybe M25 or just anywhere, just seeing this driver on the normal road. I would be absolutely horrified. Like, what is that and what's it doing? What is happening? Active. Ooh, I'll have some of that, please. Oh yeah, who needs humans when you've got this thing? This thing's a massaging machine. For the first time ever, I want to be run over by a car. Oh my god. Right. Reptilian. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely terrifying. Can you imagine? You're in bed. You're young. You're like 18 or something. You're in bed, waiting for your dad to come home. You're looking out the window. There's a small little light. There's a very small light. There's small kind of headlight. Headlight? No. Street light. And then you see this coming. That would literally give you the creeps. I mean, it's sort of cool, but that's not why it has wheels. Oh, did you see that stuttering? Watch again. Watch the background. Do I have it in slow motion? No, okay. And then there's it using for someone who's been attacked by an alien or something. Because everyone's going to be using the Hyundai Elevate in 2020. Brabham will make your BT62 hypercar road legal for the price of an R8. Well, if you got a Brabham BT62, so let's search for BT62. Then price, it's for £1,605 a month. So if we do R8 price, 109. If you've got enough money to buy, insure, and keep this car road legal, then, you know, making it road legal, throw that money out the window. You can make it road legal and drive on the road and on the racetrack as well. So you're looking at 1,500 all around the cost. Yeah, R8. That's a small change for people that are already paying £1 million before tax and other options. You know, just make it road legal, drive on the track, drive on the road. I've never seen one of these bad boys. That's because they're extremely rare, because nobody has enough money to buy them. But maybe I will. Oh, maybe they're because they're maybe they're because they can't be on the road. Yeah, no one can have them on the road. They're road illegal, and no one has enough money to put them on the road. Right. So there's the R8 price. Right. More supercar news. Shelby GR1 is at last going into production, but Ford ain't building it. Super Performance will build the GR1 under license from Ford itself, and there'll even be an electric version. Very nice. Will this be the successor to the GT40? I say GT40 because the Ford GT wasn't very GT40e. So if I type in Ford GT old, you can see that there is the old one. It's very, very long. It's very flat. It's very oldie. And then if I type in Ford GT NEU, there it's very it's flat. It's supercar-y, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It's interesting. It's not. It's too new. It's too new. So if we go to the, yeah, that's very, very kind of GT40-y. It's the same kind of shape. Yeah, very definitely the same sort of shape. And very, very nice indeed. And someone's going to build it, and I'm going to see it, and that's going to be amazing. I like it. So yeah, it's going to be GT40 Mark II. Right, the facelifted 7 Series and its giant kidney gauze have been released. Holy macaroni! That's a big grill. I mean, you know all these pictures when people stand next to really big truck tires and lorry tires and digger tires. This is gonna be the same equivalent. It's gonna be like someone standing next to the BMW's grill, like, look how big this is. Or no, it's not even gonna be like that. It's gonna be, you know how people stand next to famous landmarks doing various weird different things, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. People try and like lean on it, pretend to like lean on it and stuff with their hands. They're gonna be like, whoa, look how big this grill is. They're gonna like lie on the ground like, oh. And you're gonna see a lot of kidneys. I mean, who needs to sell a kidney for an iPhone X when you've got the BMW? You just sell your BMW grill. There's my kidney. And the rear looks okay. Yeah, it's alright. Big. It's too big, actually. You need to, like... Okay, I'm gonna have a look. Yeah. Ho! That was a mistake. That was a massive mistake. Oh my god. Oh my word. That is massive. No, that one's not massive. That massive. Oh my word. Did I make an X time? No, okay. I was just saying, well, there you go, that's the next time for you. After that, let's do the crash of the week. No, before the crash of the week, actually, I'm gonna react to the unusual history of F1 teams, because I think this will be very, very interesting, and I want to get copystriked, or copywritten or whatever. Why not? No, I've got no views, I've got no subscribers, I've got no nothing, very few actually, no viewers, so they're not really going to care, because if I was someone like PewDiePie, everyone would be like, I bet that's WTF1's video! And I'm like, yeah, okay, and anyway, this is not my video, this is WTF1, as I've shown you millions and millions of times. It's uploaded by WTF1. They're supposed to be doing something new. Mafia City adverts. I love Mafia City. It's mind-boggling. Just look up Mafia City in your free time. It's well worth a watch. Anyway, so this is made by WTF1, as I said. Let's react.
Have you ever wondered what Mercedes used to be known as back in 1954?
Yes, I did. Let's skip on.
Easy ones out the way first. Historic teams such as Ferrari, Williams and McLaren have always been the same team.
Ah, interesting. So Ferrari I don't think they've ever missed a team. Yeah, so, yeah, that's very, very interesting.
Simple. Same goes for Haas, who entered Formula 1 recently. But this is where it gets a little tricky. Let's start with Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, for example. From 1997 to 1999, they were known as Stewart. And from the 2000 season, they were the lean, mean green machines. Anyone guessed it yet? It is, of course, Jaguar.
No. No, I never knew that. How interesting. So, Red Bull turned into Jaguar. Oh, interesting.
They didn't do too well, though, apart from a couple of podiums, and at the end of 2004, they were sold to the energy drinks company that we all know and love, Red Bull.
Yay.
Now, that all seems pretty straightforward, right? We've only just begun, let me tell you. At the end of 2005, Red Bull weren't happy with just the one F1 team, so they bought F1's lovable backmarkers Minardi.
Ah, Minardi. I never knew that they had something to do with Toro Rosso. I thought they were just, you know, there for the cookies. There for the Formula E races, if you know what I mean. That's really interesting, though.
Them into what we know as Toro Rosso.
That's,
Did you know?
That's really interesting that they were Minardi and they had.
No, Toro Rosso means Red Bull.
Ching. I thought it was like. I mean, I thought it was like Toro was like bull or something, and Rosso was red. Or I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was something kind of something to do with bulls and reds and stuff. But I didn't know it was just Red Bull 100%.
Bull in Italian.
Italian.
My mind is actually blown. Paul Stoddart sold Minardi on the one condition that the team continued its operations in the quiet Italian town of Faenza. So when Sebastian Vettel won at Monza in 2008, you can understand how incredibly special that was for the team.
Yes, very special for the team, and very special for the driver, because Sebastian Vettel winning in Toro Rosso, which I assume was a midfield team back then. I wasn't watching it back then. Yeah, that's like, he's something special. And he won four world champions, and maybe a fifth. Maybe we'll equal Lewis, and maybe we'll have, a couple of people beating Michael Schumacher's record. Come on.
Right, I hope you're strapped in and ready for your brain to be frazzled, because we're getting on to Renault now, who has one of the most confusing histories of all. It all began in 1981 as Tolman, who gave Ayrton Senna his F1 debut. They only lasted 4 years though, as in 1985 a clothing company came along and bought them, Benetton.
Benetton! Oh! Wow! I never knew that. Benetton, the really colourful one. Oh, that's really interesting. Oh, fancy that. This is a really interesting video. I never really knew that.
Benetton were of course the team with which Michael Schumacher won 2 world championships, but by 2001 the team were backmarkers. 2002 is when Renault acquired the team and delivered another 2 championships with Fernando Alonso in 2005 and 2006. Now you're probably wondering when the confusing part is going to kick in. Yeah, it's now. At the end of 2010, Renault became Lotus Renault GP, but the constructor was still officially Renault.
Yeah, that was when they had Kimi Raikkonen and Roman Grosjean, I think. And then Roman Grosjean and Maldonado. It was also in 2012 when Grosjean had his very, very fun little moment with Lewis going up his arse. Yeah. So Lotus, yeah, I loved the Lotus livery, the black and gold. I wish they could stay, but
2011, when Renault became the Lotus F1 team in 2012, the constructor name changed to Lotus. However, whilst this was all going on, a new team had entered
that's Caterham.
F1 and called itself Team Lotus.
But that's Caterham. That's not Lotus. That's Caterham. That's Caterham F1 team. Oh, am I mistaken?
Team Lotus was actually a new team from Malaysia, but owned the rights to run the Lotus now.
Oh, maybe Caterham came on later when there was HRT and Marisha and Marisha, Caterham and HRT.
Name. So in 2011 we had Lotus and Lotus on the grid, but neither of them being the Lotus team from the 1960s.
What? I thought they were linked somehow. Bizarre.
Are you still with me?
No.
Hello? So the Lotus that used to be Renault was called Lotus until the end of 2015, where Renault repurchased the team and it all became simple again. But there is a little bit more. Renault's history traces back to the Tollman in the 1980s, a period when the Renault factory team first raced in F1, which means technically the Renault team of today actually competed against itself.
How bizarre. Yep, exactly my face right now. That is me. I've got my finger in my mouth and I'm like...
If my brain was a steak, it'd be somewhere around the medium to well done range at this point.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Brilliant.
Move on to a couple of easier ones for the sake of my own health. Sauber's history is fairly simple. They entered in 1993 and ran as Sauber until 2005.
Good.
BMW Sauber was born in 2006 when BMW...
BMW Sauber was not Williams, so if I do... Williams 2008. So that's Williams. And then Robert Kubica. Kubica 2008 had this car. So one was lighter, and one was darker, but they have very, very similar liveries. See that one, I think. So Williams, I think it was 27. Whoops. Yeah, so they had both blue and white liveries. I mean that is very, very similar to the other one.
BMW purchased a majority share, but achieved.
I got confused.
With Robert Kubica.
I got confused.
In 2008. BMW withdrew from Formula 1 at the end of 2009, and Sauber has continued in F1 to this day. Force India is up next, and its roots can be traced right back to 1991. And
wow.
As Eddie Jordan likes to remind everyone as much as possible, the team was originally Jordan.
Ah! Wow! That's kind of cool, actually. I know I do watch Channel 4, but I never knew it was Force India before.
He had great success with giving Michael Schumacher his debut in 1991, Damon Hill winning at
Yay! The yellow guy.
1998, and Heinz Howard Frentzen almost winning the title in 1999. In 2005, however, Jordan was sold and became Midland F1 Racing. But that didn't last long, as in 2007, the Dutch car company Spyker took over.
Oh yeah. I think I remember Spyker.
Only lasted a year too.
Oh dear. Well, Force India has had an interesting history.
In 2008, Vijay Mallya took over and they became Force India. However, as you will know if you've been into F1 recently, Force India went into administration, which then created Racing Point Force India as of the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Finally,
before we go on to the final point, I'd just like to say that I probably mentioned this in the old another episode, but Lawrence Stroll's dad, bought the team, and then Lance Stroll went from Williams or Sauber. Lance Stroll went from Williams to Force India because it's his dad. Why wouldn't he?
Finally, we have Mercedes. The legendary manufacturer joined Formula 1 in 1954. And
so Ferrari has been in, I think, every single season from 1950 all the way to 2018, followed by Mercedes. So Ferrari wins the length game.
Dominated the sport for 2 years with one Manuel Fangio. The team we know now, however, started life as a Tyrrell. Jackie Stewart had fantastic...
Oh, Tyrrell, that's the one with the six-wheeled car. Ah, that's really, really cool, actually. So the majority of today's teams, but except from Haas, have lasted a very, very long time.
With Tyrrell, securing 2 of his 3 world championships with them. Technically, his first championship in 1969 was with Mattress because Tyrrell didn't run their own cars until 1971. Tyrrell had little success in its final years and became BAR in 1999.
Oh, BAR Honda. Oh, yes. Oh, wow, yes. Jensen Button raced in BAR. That was the Lucky Stride car. Lucky Strike or Lucky Stride, I think Lucky Stride, which was cigarette brand, which I'm not going to show because I don't want to get copywritten.
Honda, who had supplied works engines for the team since 2000, ended up taking over the team in 2006 to become a full F1 manufacturer
Honda. They were good.
team. Shockingly, Honda left the sport in December 2008, which opened the door for one of the greatest sporting stories ever. Braun GP...
What? No. No. What? I don't believe it. No. I followed because Jensen Button shares my birthday, which is in a couple of years. Days. It's in a week. And I knew that he went in bar, and I think Honda and Bonji, but I never knew that formed into Mercedes. I thought I thought Braun GP died and it was out the window and never lived again, and the golden trash can or whatever. That's amazing.
He was formed just weeks before the start of the 2009 F1 season.
10 years ago, not to this day, but 10 years ago, Jensen Button won his one and only F1 title. He's been quite unlucky, hasn't he?
When Ross Brawn purchased the team for just £1, it proved to be one of
£1.
F1 season. When Ross Brawn purchased the team for just £1.
Oh my word. I never knew that. But this story just gets better and better. To be honest, to be brutally honest, to tell you the truth, I liked Braun GP for the colour scheme. I love the violet, the vibrant yellow and the white. That was very, very beautiful colour. I never knew that Jensen Button was driving and Jensen Button shared my birthday.
It proved to be one of F1's great success stories as the team took a 1-2 in its first ever race and went on to win both championships. It would only be a one-hit wonder, however, as Mercedes-Benz took over in November 2009 and became the Mercedes GP we know of today.
Where did McLaren come from? Because I swear McLaren and Mercedes were together. That's where the SLR came from. But that, I think they've missed McLaren.
Phew. The history of F1 teams is a complex one. So much so...
They missed McLaren. No, that's wrong though. Oh, maybe it was like a partnership, so maybe it was like Red Bull and Aston Martin. They only provided the engines, and then they kind of split up. I don't entirely remember. Aww, look at Haas's little line. It's so diddy and cute. Aww, that's adorable. And then yeah, as you interesting how McLaren has gone longer than Mercedes. I'm struggling to put that, remember that, or like digest that, because McLaren is having such trouble these past 5 years, having such trouble.
I'm off for a cold shower and a lie down.
Cold shower and lie down. Me too. That was absolutely amazing. Now, before we do that very, very same thing, let's have a look at the crash of the week. The crash of the week. Wow. That was the crash of the week. A little shout out to Failforce1. Who's a near misses and near death captures, near death channel devoted to near death and like close calls, close call compilations and stuff. You shout out them, brilliant channel, brilliant content, and I love them, and I'm stealing content from them. So we're just going to do a little slow motion. I'll narrate you through it. So this white car, it looks kind of sporty, it looks modified. I mean, well, if we go backwards a bit, there's a Ford Focus, I think RS. There's a Honda S2000 with a rear wing. there's a Scooby, a Subaru Impreza, another Subaru. So this has obviously been a car meet or car race or something. So the car at the back is must have oversteered and then crashed into the mountain side of the mountain, knocked down a sign, and look at how, oh, it was another S2000, and look how close that was. Oh my goodness, if he'd kind of come out further, that'd be very, very interesting. That would have been a very, very bad accident. And he just missed that. He's a very, very lucky man. Just like the woman. So we've actually had 2 close calls, but that was more of a crash because he had to actively avoid something. Oh no, it appears that I've forgotten something. Look, it is day 1 of Australian Grand Prix build. Let's hopefully I won't get copyrighted by anyone, but we'll see. But this is the first day of them building the Melbourne Grand Prix Albert Park circuit. Let's go.
The alarm went off this morning and we woke up and got out of bed and thought, this is our life for the next 4 months.
Woo!
Ourselves set for the start of the Grand Prix season. My name's Ben Ritchie, Project Director, and we're here on day 1, starting off from the 2019 Grand Prix build. We've been planning for this day for the last 7-8 months. We've now got a 9-week build period, starting from today up until race week. So here on day 1, we're starting with the contractor compound. We've got to get lots of contractors in, so we've got fencers, surveyors and electricians. Plenty more coming in and all set to go.
Yay! There's anyone. Cool. That was really exciting. That was a nice little video. Yeah, okay. I love that name. Oh, just oofed. Oh wait, no. Ah!